Hey, everybody. I have to tell you, I am so excited about my newest release. You've cracked the code, The Woo is You. For those of you who are unfamiliar with my works, You've Cracked the Code, The Woo is You is the third in the 10 Recs trilogy. 10 Recommandments for Personal Empowerment is the first. Beyond the 10, Decoding the Woo Woo is the third. And You've Cracked the Code, The Woo is You is the final and really closes out the series beautifully. The entire series is really for the person, for the warrior who is ready to make changes in their life. And 10 Recs is an introduction to that. It's 10 tenets of, here's what I did, here's what it looked like, and you can do it too. And for the person who's committed and they really delve into the philosophies in that book, they can really turn things around. Decoding the Woo Woo is basically a peek to what life starts to look like when you do that, when you empower yourselves. And it really demystifies all the spiritual terminology and like the cryptic nature of the woo and really, really brings it to a practical place. So it's accessible for all of us. And You've Cracked the Code, The Woo is You. It is a step-by-step deep dive into how we can truly look at ourselves and become the best versions of ourselves so we can live the lives that we desire. Here is why these books are so important. I don't know if you've noticed, but look around. The world appears to be crashing and burning around us. There's a lot of chaos and a lot of turmoil, a lot of pain and a lot of suffering. But I'll tell you how I see it. Humanity has created systems and ways of being that no longer serve us, that are not healthy for us, that are terribly imbalanced. And these systems they're glaring, they're in our faces. Our medical system, our educational system, our oh my God, our political system. All of our systems are beginning to crumble around us. And even though it can be scary, it really is just a manifestation of what no longer works. These systems need to crumble. We need to disassemble them essentially in order to reassemble, in order to create systems that work for us. That's what these books are all about on an individual level, because we are on the news, in our social media, whatever it is, seeing what's going on in the world. And some of us are feeling helpless in our microcosms as we watch the macrocosm fall apart. But in our microcosms, we're doing the same thing. Each individual, each one of us is built on a system that likely no longer works for us, that likely no longer serves us, whether it be based on irrational beliefs or toxic behavioral patterns. So it is for us to tear down those systems, to look within, to see what's out of balance, to disregard or discard what no longer serves us, and then apply what does, and rebuild ourselves, the microcosm, the individual, based on stronger, more powerful systems, a stronger foundation. When we each do that on the individual level, the entirety becomes stronger together. So even though we are watching almost like a movie of what's going on in the world around us, it's just a representation of what we need to do individually. And these books are literally like textbooks to walk the individual who's committed to that work and to walk them to that place of empowerment, of wholeness, of contentment, of joy, of peace, of freedom, of all those things that we've always treated as outside of us, and now recognize that they are us. When we recognize that the woo is you, right? So super excited. You do not have to read 10 Recs or Decoding the Woo Woo to read the third one if there is a level of readiness. But if you open the Woo is You and you're like, what the heck is she talking about? Go back to 10 Recs and start from scratch. It's all there. It just meets you wherever you are. So check out the trilogy. Super excited. I'm super proud, and I cannot wait for everybody to get their hands on it. So we could all rise together. So thank you for listening. As always, thank you for indulging me. And Ubuntu.